Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal,
Mandio.
and we are KAMMA. About to talk about UFC Fight Night 266. That's also known as UFC Fight Night 266. Back to the Apex in Vegas, and we're going to talk about our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. Starting with the first fight, we got Priscilla Cachoeira against Claudia Segula. Then we got Muin Gafarov against Jakub Wiklax.
Yakub.
Then we got Kong Wang against Eduardo Moura. Saeed Nurmagomedov against Javid Basharat. Bruna Brazil against Caitlin Souza. Nikolai Veretnikov against Nico Price. And the main event of the prelims, we got Alex Morono against Daniil Doncheko. Now, the fight with Nikolai Veretnikov and Nico Price, this is a fight that just got recently added because Nikolai Veretnikov was supposed to face Jose Enrique Souza. That fight got canceled because Souza withdrew. So now Nico Price is stepping up. A lot of guys out there, a lot of channels don't even have this one, but here at KAMMA we have this fight. We're going to cover it. So we're going to start off with the first fight.
Well, Veretnikov was a late replacement himself against someone.
Yeah, true, yeah, because it was supposed to be him against Jose Enrique Souza. Souza withdrew, and then that's why Nico Price came in.
No, but I think Veretnikov was also short notice for that fight.
Yeah, it was short notice. Yeah, because they added this fight to the card, basically.
No, and also because Veretnikov was supposed to fight someone else, like Souza was supposed to fight someone else, right? So then Veretnikov was replacing that guy.
Yeah, you're right. Souza was supposed to fight Eric Nolan.
Why.
That's right. Yeah.
So this fight was made for both of them on Monday.
That's true, man. Yeah. Good call there. All right, so for the first fight, Andy O, who you got here between Claudia Segula and Priscilla Cachoeira?
Okay, here is we got three ladies fights on this card, which I guess is decent for us once it comes to the betting. But let me tell you, man, this is a 1-900 gambler fight. My pick is going to be Priscilla Cachoeira in the end because she has a horrible ground game, but Segula's it's not that good either. And this fight, I think, is going to be a stand-up battle, which is, I think, more suited towards Cachoeira, or at least it should be. Look, I think Segula may be the slightly better striker overall. But, Cachoeira, she's great at face blocking. She's great at coming forward. And she's more of a dogman. I think she has more power. And in this favorable matchup on paper, I got to give the slight nod to her. But in the end, it's a toss-up because Cachoeira is also getting up there in age. And she's taken a shitload of damage, right? So if Segula finds that mark on a weakening chin, she could get the win too. But I'm going for Cachoeira. More experience, fought better competition. Segula fought garbage coming up before she got into the UFC. And let's just hope Cachoeira's chin stands up, catch a beating. Real deal. Let's go.
Yeah, this is a very tough fight to call, man. These two ladies aren't the greatest. Priscilla, zombie girl, she's known for her high volume striking based style with relentless forward pressure. She does have BJJ. She's a purple belt, but she never uses any grappling or jiu-jitsu. She primarily uses her powerful, aggressive boxing. Her overhand rights, her uppercuts. She likes to get knockouts. She's a brawler. And she likes to engage in tough, dramatic stand-up fights. She's got relentless forward pressure. That's why she's called the zombie. And she likes to push through damage and take a lot of shots. Claudia Segula, well, she's her style is primarily around Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She also has a purple belt in BJJ. Her approach is more practicality and discipline. She likes to grapple. She focuses on grappling and getting takedowns. Her striking isn't bad. So it's going to be a tough one to call between these two. But as you can see, though, Priscilla Cachoeira has been submitted 4 times out of her 7 losses. And Claudia Segula does know how to get submissions. I'm going to go with Claudia Segula to win this one ever so slightly by submission or decision. but no confidence in this at all. And obviously, when we come to the betting time, Priscilla Cachoeira by knockout might be a good, by knockout or decision, or even by just knockout, might be a good sprinkle there as well.
I'm kind of afraid of a knockout more than I am of any kind of ground game from Segula, because I think Cachoeira, she can't get up if you get her down, but if she winds up on top somehow, I think she's better than Segula on the ground. But yeah, again, man, it's like totally, it's a toss up in this one.
Yeah, man. So we are in disagreement with this one, but like I said, I don't have much confidence in Claudia Segula there. All right, moving on up to the next fight. We got Muin Gafarov against Jakub Wiklax. So for this one here, man, Muin Gafarov, this guy's a professional. He's a well-rounded fighter. He's heavily influenced by combat sambo wrestling. He's got explosive striking. He's recognized for as a pressure striker, an elite grappler who often aims for early finishes. He's got high-level spinning back kicks, strong takedown capabilities. He's a world-class combat sambo practitioner. He often utilizes trips, throws, and top pressure, ground and pound. He's earned his black belt in the discipline, and he's known for his powerful and creative strikes, including spinning techniques. Jakub Wiklax, this guy is an elite grappler. He's also very good at submissions. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got, as you can see out of his wins here, he's got 10 submissions out of his 17 wins. So he does know how to sub, and he's good on the ground, strong wrestling. He's improving his striking techniques. But he's known for his relentless pressure, and he's got a high fighting IQ. I'm going to take Muin Gafarov in this one, though. I think he's going to be the better striker and the better, because he's got 10 knockouts out of his 20 wins. I think he hits a little harder. As you can see, Jakub, he's got 0 knockouts. He's not really a knockout artist. He's not really a striker that good. He's not that good of a striker. So I'm going to take Muin Gafarov to win this one here. I'll say by knockout or submission. All 3 losses have come by finish for Jakub there. So give me Muin Gafarov by knockout or submission.
Still has not learned. For twice now, I picked Jakub here to win against the recently released Patchy Mix, because he just can't cut it in the UFC, right? Anyway, he's on a 2-fight winning streak here in the UFC.
No. He's only won once in the UFC against Patchy Mix, and it was a split decision too.
Okay, I thought, well, Patchy Mix was a insane favorite, but anyway, he deserved that win because Patchy Mix looked like utter shit. Gufarov here, he's well-rounded, he's aggressive, but he's not winning the minutes in this fight. He's going to win this fight on the moments. And he may win that fight with a knockout moment because he does have that power, like you said. And I like his hard body shots. Very stiff, very damaging. So I expect him to try that against Wiklax here. He seeks the finish here, is what Gufarov does. That's why he's not as much of a minute winner. I like Wiklax here. I think his grappling is great. He jumps at you to get subs creatively. I hope he doesn't gas himself out against the strong, big Gufarov here. I think his striking is decent at range, maybe in close. It definitely needs some work. And man, I think if he can stay away from Gufarov's power, keep that grappling going, I think he has a very good chance of winning a decision. Because if it goes there, Muin's going to have a very hard time winning a decision. Because as I said, he's a moment winner, not a minute winner. So there's a little kind of tip on the gambling, man. Muin by knockout or Jakub by decision, if you're looking at it like that. In the end, I think Jakub Wiklax is going to pull it off here. So give me Wiklax by obviously decision or sub, but I'm leaning towards decision.
Wow. So me and Andy O disagreeing on the second fight of these prelims here. So already in 2 disagreements so far. Quick recap. Last week, me and Andy O went 9-4 in the event, UFC 325. Plus, we had some very good bets and won some bets. Forgot to mention that at the beginning of the show. All right, so let's move on to the next fight here. We got the ladies going at it again. Kong Wang against Eduarda Moura. Who you got in this one, Andy O?
Here, I'm going to be going with Kong Wang Gang.
Yes, finally, we agree.
Her striking, I feel, is a lot better than Eduarda Moura here. In fact, a statistic I got here is 98% of her cage time is at distance striking, so that's where she wants to be. Eduarda Moura, while she has the power, I think she has a power advantage here over Wang. When it comes to distance striking, she's not that accurate, only sitting at 28%. But she does have that power. It's not like she can't hit you. The way she has to win this is just continuously keep that forward pressure, obviously, because Kong Wang likes distance, and try to get her down, but more importantly, try to keep her down if she gets there. I think she's going to have a pretty hard time at that because she doesn't have the greatest cardio. So, yeah, give me Kong Wang Gang here, the Joker by the this is a hard one to call because you'd think, man, if Moore can get her down, could start some work here. Kong Wang does have two submissions. I'm just gonna go ahead and call Kong Wang. That's it.
Okay, all right.
Give me
So
Wang Gang.
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely on board with Wang Gang here. Of course, Kong Wang. She's very highly skilled striker, a decorated kickboxer. She's known for the Joker persona, lightning fast strikes, significant knockout power, and she's a dominant kickboxer. She definitely does have submissions as well, and she maintains a base in Sanshu and boxing. Eduardo Moura, she's a Brazilian grappler, powerhouse or a bulldozer. She likes to go for high pressure ground fighting, particularly in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and wrestling. She combines aggressive takedowns with slick submissions, and she likes to dominate her opponents on the mat. So she's very dangerous on the ground. She's got some decent submission skills, but I think that Kong Wang is going to be able to keep the fight at a distance and piece her up on the feet, land some hard punches, maybe even get the knockout. Also, Kong Wang is going to have a 2-inch height advantage over Eduardo Moura, and I think that that's going to help her as well, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Eduardo to get the takedown. So give me Kong Wang to win this one by knockout or decision. All right, so me and Andy O finally agreeing on a fight here in the prelims. Let's get to the next one here. We got Said Nurmagomedov against Javid Basharat, one of the two brothers that are going to be fighting in this card this week. So for this one here, man, I gotta go with.
Sorry, I'm going to be calling the Basharat the lesser and the greater from now on.
Oh yeah,
This is the lesser. It's fair to say that at this point, this is the lesser, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, we could say that, but I mean, he's still very good, man. Javid Basharat, man, he's versatile. He's got a blend of technical striking, rooted in Taekwondo. He's got a strong ground game as well. And he fights with American Top Team. He's known for his high volume striking, methodical pace, elite grappling. He often controls opponents by mixing his kickboxing with submission capabilities. He's got high output. He uses the stick and move technique, manages distance very well. He frustrates his opponents. And his background began in Taekwondo. He's very well rounded on the ground, and he's got multiple wins by submission. He trains with high level grapplers and prepares to fight against diverse grappling styles. I think he's really good. I think he's pretty good and could beat Said Nurmagomedov in this one. Said, he's a versatile, explosive fighter. He's got his Dagestani style wrestling and top control. He's got creative, flashy striking. His style is defined by rapid and acrobatic striking, like spinning kicks. He does try to get submissions in his grappling, and he likes to use the Dagestani handcuff. Unlike some of his other Dagestani fighters, he's very creative, fast-paced striking. He uses a lot of spinning back kicks and kicking combinations. He's also dangerous on the ground. So it's going to be a tight one, this one, but I'm going to go with Javid Basharat. I still think he gets the win here. I'm going to say he wins this one by, because you can see that Said's lost 5 decisions. I'm going to say that Javid Basharat gets this one done by submission or decision.
Yeah, I say the only way Saeed wins this one is if he gets the early finish, because lately he's been looking terrible. He gasses out in the first round. I suspect he's going to gas out in like minute three in this fight, if recent fights suggest anything. Uh, on he's more of a striker, that's for sure. He has nice spinning kicks, but too many sometimes. And he's creative out there, that's for sure. He's fun to watch. On his when it comes to the grappling, well, you get him down. He's not going to be able to get up or anything like that. He has nice chokes, like in the clinch, he can grab like a front choke or something, which he has a couple subs in. So if you're going to takedowns, from anywhere really, even up against the fence, you got to be careful with that because Saeed can latch that up here. With Javid Basharat, I think he has more volume, so that's going to help him here, especially once Saeed gets tired. Uh, and he definitely won't gas as bad. That's for sure. I think he's gonna win this by blending the takedowns, and he's smart enough to, I think, avoid Saeed's danger areas to the best of his ability. Uh, but he's not really a crazy finisher here. Eh? So I'm gonna go with Javid Basharat by decision or sub.
Nice. So we're in agreement with this fight
And so
as well.
because Saeed, he'll gas like anything. He'll be completely gassed, but not necessarily finishable. That's what I mean by tough. He's gonna be He's not gonna be a threat anymore to win the fight, but you could have a hard time finishing him, right? So
All right, so we're in agreement. We're going to move on to the next fight. Andy, who you got winning this one here between the ladies going at it again, Bruna Brazil and Caitlin Souza.
yes, the second ladies fight on the card. I heard that this fight here, if you were taking Caitlin Souza here, you should have grabbed her before because she was a dog, and now she's a big favorite, apparently, or at least heading that way. Bruna Brazil, I always thought she had skills, like the talent when it came to the striking, uh, even a bit of the grappling. But now she does have the skills on the feet, I think, but her volume is very low. I don't know if that's because she's kind of afraid to leave openings or because she's just looking for the perfect shot. I also think she's a better hammer than she's a nail. If you start damaging her up or hitting her hard, she's less effective, and it shows in the way she fights. Uh, as far as Souza, man, she has some power. Uh, I don't think she has the greatest takedown defense, but she's able to get up pretty well. Uh, she's she's more of a dog and more durable, and she's faced better competition, I think, than Bruna Brazil. So I'm gonna go with Caitlin Souza on this one. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, by how? By a knockout or decision.
Nice. So we're in agreement with this one as well. I'm also on the bandwagon here with Caitlin Souza. I've always liked her, man. I think she's a very aggressive fighter. She's got unpredictable striking. She's nicknamed the Drunken Monkey because she has a drunken monkey approach. She's got high volume boxing, powerful kicks, creative combinations. She uses flying knees, spinning wheels, ground and pound. She switches stances to confuse her opponents a lot. She's really, really good on the feet. Her boxing skills are good. She's got very powerful punches, as you can see. She's got 8 knockouts out of her 15 wins. She hits hard. Bruna Brazil, coming out of the Fighting Nerds, she's pretty versatile as well. She's got good technical striking, particularly Muay Thai. She does have some grappling. Her fighting approach is characterized by distance control, active movement. She's got effective body striking and some BJJ. She does have a couple of knockout victories using head kicks, like against Mara McMahon and also in the Dana White's Contender Series. She got a head kick knockout.
In in
Got some wins
Marnik,
by submission as well.
that knockout head kick against Marnik McMahon is like a hip knockout to most people.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
She's so small there for sure. She does have a guillotine choke as well. She did get a guillotine choke submission against Alexia Tenara and Geisa Veloso. But I think that Caitlin's going to be able to fend off any kind of takedowns or any kind of grappling. She's also very good, Caitlin, at grappling. So I'm going to go with Caitlin Souza to get the job done by knockout or decision. All right, so in agreement with this one for me and NDO, let's move on up to the next one here. This is the fight that was added to the card here. Nikolai Veretnikov against Nico Price. For this one here, man, Nikolai Veretnikov, he's got a background in Kempo, BJJ, Muay Thai, Judo, and Karate, and kickboxing. So he's got a lot of skills.
He already sounds like the best fighter in the world.
He's primarily a striker. He's got some good techniques like spinning back fists. He does use the clinch a lot. He possesses a favorite leg lock. He trains in Wushu, Sanda, and Combat Sambo, and has good striking and grappling. And he's known for power and precision and the ability to adapt and counter his opponents. Nico Price, man, well, this guy's he's a veteran there. He's fought a lot of guys. He's got a blend of kickboxing, significant strikes and takedowns. He's trained in various combat sports, including kickboxing. But I don't find he's very good, man. You can see out of his, he's got 16 wins, 9 losses. I'm not going to say that Nikolai doesn't have a lot of losses too. He does as well, but I think Nikolai is a little bit better than the Nico Price. I'm going to go with Nikolai Veretnikov to get the job. Plus, Nico Price coming in on very, very short notice. I know Nikolai, he's on short notice, sort of, but he was already supposed to fight. So, Nico Price is really coming on short notice. So I'm going to go with Nikolai Veretnikov to get the job done here by knockout or decision.
Yeah, this is a 1-900 gambler fight here for sure. Nico Price used to be, definitely used to be very fun to watch, but it's been even a little while since he's been actually getting those freaky knockouts, from anywhere and being the dog he is and taking tons of damage and dishing it back out. It's just not the same Nico Price anymore. Veretnikov, what can I say? I don't think he's that good. I remember when he sort of pushed that guy that's married to your that bimbo that used to be in the UFC there. He kind of like, this was a couple of fights ago, and Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zandt husband's there. He pushed him like from behind after the fight or something, getting all super frustrated. But yeah, I don't see anything special about Veretnikov.
Yeah, that was against Austin Vanderford.
That's him, Austin Vanderford.
Paige Van Zandt, yeah.
He should have been kicked out for pushing him like that after the bell and everything when the fight was over. I don't know.
He got knocked out by Austin Vanderford, Nikolai, in that fight.
Well, yeah, but this is obviously after he came to.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, look, I want Nico Price to win because he has 14 kids. Right? He has to support them somehow. I don't know how much time he has left here. I'm thinking that's a big reason he's fighting short notice like this. Yeah, but fill up the fridge. Give me Nikolai Veretnikov because I don't think he's as damaged up, and I think he's going to somehow win a decision here.
Yeah, plus Nico Price, he's lost 4 out of his last 5 fights, man. Got submitted by Jacoby Smith in the last fight. Thembo Garimbo made good work of him. He got knocked out by Robbie Lawler a few years back, and Phil Rowe also knocked him out. His only win was against Alex Morono, who's also going to be in this card later on. And in the last 4 years, his only win was against Alex Morono. So
that Veretnikov never had a good win though.
Well, I mean, at least he won that split decision against Francisco Prado there. A couple fights ago. But anyways, me and NDO in agreement with Nikolai Veretnikov. How do you got Veretnikov winning?
Decision or knockout.
Nice, same here. All right, so we are in agreement with this one. Now we are at the main event of the prelims. We got Alex Morono, who we just talked about, against Daniil Danchenko.
What's going on here? Okay, I'm all in with Daniil Danchenko here. I have not liked what I've seen out of Alex Morono in a while. He barely looks like he puts any effort into getting ready for these fights anymore. He has apparently good credentials and some kind of black belt in BJJ, but he never goes for takedowns, right? If he's on the ground, it's somebody else that's initiating that shit.
Yeah.
Be prepared for two or three of those stupid swinging elbows that are so telegraphed that he throws every single fight, just to be a little fancy, just to show some life. But yeah, man, he gasses these days, and I think I don't expect any takedowns from Morono. I think that would be his path here. I don't see him trying. I think Daniel Donchenko's going to be very aggressive. He has good takedown defense himself, and he knows how to stop takedowns and get himself like ready to punish you for trying to take him down. That's what I like. Since that's not going to happen, I think he's going to straight up punish Morono instead of fending off a takedown. We got two guys on two different trajectories here, one going up, one going down. I think, what was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. But this is a good, yeah, he's the biggest favorite on the card, is what I was going to say, Danil Donchenko, and I think that's deserved. So give me Donchenko by knockout or submission.
Yeah, Alex Morono, man, this guy, man, he's not good at all. He's very well-rounded, though. I mean, he's focused on high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, technical kickboxing. He uses aggressive, fast-paced approach. He's got a black belt at BJJ, but he never uses it, as you mentioned, and Taekwondo as well. But he's pretty decent in scrambles. He's got some submissions, and he can strike. Jonchenko, though, he's very, very good. He puts on a lot of damage on all of his fights. Every time it's blood, it's elbows, it's knees, it's knockouts. He goes out there and wants to put a lot of damage on his opponents. He
Just
gets
the way,
finishes.
just the way we like it.
Exactly, and he's got that knockout power, man, and his submissions as well are very dangerous. So he's skilled in both areas. I'm going definitely with Daniil Donchenko, the Ukrainian, to get the win by knockout or submission. I think that he actually finishes
Yeah,
Alex Morono in
me
this
too.
one.
I think he finishes him too.
So there you have it, folks. Our early predictions and breakdowns for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. KAMMA, baby. Like and subscribe.
MMA, baby.